Hello students, in this video we are going to learn the subtraction of vectors. Vector addition we have already done in details and I hope that concept is clear to you. If you still have any doubt, you can ask your doubts me anytime. Okay, so subtraction of the vector means we are going to subtract the vector b from a vector a. Then how can we do this thing? Remember the thing students, either we are doing the vector addition or we are doing the vector subtraction. This can be done in between the two similar vector quantities. Means two similar physical quantities can be added or two similar physical quantities are going to be subtracted. Two dissimilar things we cannot add or subtract. So let's start. How can we do this thing? I have written two results. These are the results of the vector addition. If we are adding two vectors a and b, then the resultant vector's magnitude will be given by a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, where theta is the angle between, smaller angle between a and b, and tangent beta will give us about the direction of resultant vector, that is b sin theta upon a plus b cos theta. Remember this thing, theta is the smaller angle between a and b. So as we know about everything of the vector addition, so why we are not converting this thing into the addition? How can we do this thing? I can write a minus b is equals to a plus minus b. I know you are well familiar with the algebra, and this thing is saying that a plus negative of the b. If I open this bracket, I will get a minus b. Okay, so if I am adding the negative vector of the b into the a, it will give us the subtraction a minus b. I think you are getting this thing. What I am saying, if I add the negative vector of b into the a, then I will get the subtraction a minus b. Let's understand this concept by the diagram. Suppose we have two vectors, vector a and vector b. Okay, for vector addition, what is our mechanism? We need to join them like this. The head of first vector a is going to be connected with the tail of second vector b. Okay, head of vector a is going to be joined with the tail of vector b. Then if we connected the tail of vector a to the head of vector b in opposite order, this is going to represent the vector r, and r is giving the sum a plus b. Okay, the order means we are moving from here to here in the direction of a, then we are moving in the direction of b without turning our face. Okay, but this thing is opposite order. In the same order it will go like this, circular motion will be there, but it is in the opposite order. So this is giving this thing. Now we are going to subtract. The definition of negative vector we have already discussed. Negative vector is representing the same magnitude but opposite direction. And opposite direction means it will turn by the angle 180 degree. Negative vector of any given vector will representing the same magnitude but the direction is opposite, that is 180 degree. So in the given example, this is the vector a and this is the vector b. So the negative vector of b is represented by this one, minus b vector. They both are having the same magnitude, but the direction is exactly 180 degree opposite to each other. So this is representing the negative b vector. I hope this point is clear to you. That same magnitude and direction is exactly 180 degree opposite to it. Now we are going to add this one and this one. Okay, we are adding negative vector of a, negative vector of b into the a. It will give us the subtraction. So let's apply the same mechanism. We are going to join the tail of vector, head of vector a with the tail of vector b. This is minus b vector and this is vector a. Okay, the same mechanism we are applying. The head of vector A is joined with the tail of the vector negative B. We are going to add these two now. Addition we know very well. We are applying the same mechanism. Then resultant will be given by this vector in the opposite order. Okay, we are moving in the same order. A vector minus B vector. Then the tail of A when joined with the head of negative B, it is representing the R vector, and R vector is what? It is sum of A vector and negative of B vector, and if I open this bracket, then I will get A minus B. So this time R is representing A minus B. In this diagram, it is representing addition of two vectors, and in this diagram, it is representing the subtraction of two vectors. Okay. So, I think mechanism is clear to you. Whenever we are going to subtract the two vectors, what we need to do, the value which we have to subtract, we are going to take its negative, and then we add the first vector and negative of the second vector. And vector addition is very familiar property to us. We can do normally vector addition. So what about these rules? If we have general rules for the vector addition, similarly we can write the general rules for the vector subtraction. How we are going to write down these rules? Look at the diagram. This is the A and this is B. If the vector, this is negative B. If the angle between A and B is theta, then the angle between A and minus B will be, what should it be? B is exactly 180 degree opposite to the minus B is exactly 180 degree opposite to the B. So angle between them will be 180 degree minus theta. The only difference is this, magnitude is same. The negative vector means they are having same magnitude, but the direction is opposite, and opposite means exactly on the 180 degree. Okay, so this result is going to have the same value. The only difference is this theta will replaced by 180 degree minus theta. Okay, so what will be the resultant? It will be given by only magnitude. Okay, A square plus B square plus 2AB cos of 180 degree minus theta. Okay, so this resultant will give us the subtraction of A minus B. Similarly, tangent beta, this is the magnitude of the resultant vector, and direction will be given by B sine 180 degree minus theta upon A plus B cosine of 180 degree minus theta. The same result which we have generalized in the vector addition, the same we are having in the vectors subtraction. Only the angle concept is there. Theta is replaced by 180 degree minus theta. So you can apply these formulas in the numericals in which vector subtraction is required, or in generally you can apply this mechanism that take the negative of a vector which we are going to be subtract from the vector A, then this diagram and this result will represent the subtraction of vectors. At the end, I will tell you two more important things about this thing. Like in vector addition, we have discussed the properties additive and commutative. That vector addition is commutative, but vector subtraction is not commutative. So A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Remember this thing, that vector subtraction is not commutative. Vector addition was commutative, but subtraction is not commutative. Means if we are doing A minus B, it is not going to be equal B minus A. And you can understand this thing by drawing the diagrams of the vectors by yourself. This is A, B. A minus B means we need to take negative of vector B. But if we are doing B minus A, so B minus A, result is going to be totally different. Okay, so that's why vector subtraction is not commutative. Similarly, it is not associative also. Okay, that means A minus B minus C is not equal to A minus B minus C. If this rule is not valid, then of course this is also not going to be valid here. Okay. So remember these two things, the facts which we have discussed in the vector addition. Only one fact is going to be applicable here. The first one, two similar physical quantities are going to be add up, or two similar physical quantities are going to be subtracted. But vector subtraction is not following the commutative law, and it is also not following the associative law. So I hope these vector subtraction is clear to you. Okay. So you are going to write down this topic also in your notebook and try to revise this topic. If you have any doubt in this topic, you can ask me. Thank you.